thrilled that you're here too. And this started, you had written this blog, Down is Up, and I saw it yesterday and shared it with my co-host of Let's Talk Autism with Shannon and Nancy Allspaw Jackson. And it's a beautifully written blog, and want to encourage people to go and see this blog. But you had kind of a harrowing event with your daughter, and I'd love it if you'd start by telling us just a little bit about what happened, because I think a lot of us can relate to this.
Right. My daughter was in second grade at the time, and we went on a school field trip to kind of a living history museum and actually a ranch. So it was really hot and dusty, and we were walking all over the place looking at the schoolhouse and the animals, and she was having a really rough time, very crowded and noisy and just overstimulated. And she ended up going and standing in the middle of a pond and trying to calm herself and saying, "Mom, if you love me, you've got to come and get me." And I did. I went and then I got her and tried to calm her down, and we left the field trip. But it really triggered me and pushed some of my buttons, just feeling like an incompetent parent. You know, here's my child standing in the middle of a pond yelling, and how do I express my love and my care for her and do what's best for her? So we left the field trip, and as we were driving home, I got startled by an oncoming vehicle, and thankfully I was only going 25 or 30 miles an hour around a sharp bend, but I turned too sharply and ended up hitting a bush, and our Jeep flipped and rolled over, and we were upside down.
And it's just, again, I want to encourage people to go to HIP, and we had it up on the screen, and Kelby will put it up on the screen again, hipmamazine.com. I just have to spell it out. But it's beautifully written. It's so eloquent. It paints such a beautiful picture. There's the one, it lets us into your thought process. There's one part of it where you're driving away and you say, reality feels slippery after a tantrum. Memories of previous episodes conglomerate in my rib cage, taunting, out of control. I judge the day's events while driving, pond, yelling, and desperation, mother, frazzled and inept. And it just really hit me because I talk to myself that way sometimes too, and I think we all do. I think so many parents out there can relate to, you know, for all intents and purposes, the event is escalating down, and yet we're still in it and experiencing that. And then the transformation that happens as you're sitting upside down, and the moment that you have with your daughter when you realize that everybody's okay. It's really beautiful. You're a beautiful writer.